Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Oh, whatever you want, oh, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need.
ACP, do you see this?
If it ain't official DanaJay, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling. And he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
This is a manufactured criminal case.
Ridiculous charges.
What happened today was offensive to the Constitution.
They've never articulated the crime here.
Awaken the sleeping giant.
What the radical left Democrats are counting on is your silence and your submission.
No one's going to stop us. No one's going to slow us down.
The only way for us to fight back successfully is to elect Donald Trump in November.
When President Trump came out and said the real verdict will be on November 5th, he couldn't be more right.
But don't get mad. Get motivated.
We will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Attention, please. The show stop in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to your racist. If you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin, they want peace, they want skeletons. They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election. They got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the woke were misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot? Innocent people. Thought y'all were tolerant, thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of Antifa? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed! Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't they just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed! There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock them up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed! Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them. He don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance. Like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong, because y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. When a protest, go hard. When the burn sites go off. But y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom and afraid of violence. You wish you was dying? Bitch, you missed! Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't they just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane. Bitch, you missed! There's no one else you can blame. Tried to lock them up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate. Bitch, you missed!
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Check 2. Hold on. Check 2. 2, 2, 2. Check. Can you hear me?
Ooh-wee. We gotta get this lighting fixed.
They got me looking crazy on this joint. Hold on. Ooh, no, I don't want to disappear. But I don't want that fade in the background either. Okay, cool. Hold on for a second. Hold on. All right. Oh, they got this shadow for real. Hold on. Let's see if that work out any better. If I put this up here, Jesus Christ.
That's too far. So I'll put that right there.
There we go. All right, cool. That's a little better. Whew. Lower this a little bit. All right, there we go. That's a little better. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Boom. Don't never tell me that I don't know what I'm doing when it come to get my lighting together. Because I will always get my lighting together. Let's get it. My lighting have to be great. I don't know about y'all, but when I go live, my lighting gotta be spectacular, immaculate. It got it there. Hold on for a second, yo. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. People want to call when I'm live. Like, come on, don't call me now. Y'all ain't called me all day. Y'all had all day to call. Now y'all want to call. Don't call. So we're gonna talk about something real quick. We're gonna talk about the policies. The policies of Donald Trump. It says the miseducation of the Donald Trump policies. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Because I've had some friends that's misrepresenting people, that's lying to people, and it's not cool. It's definitely not cool. And I have friends, like I said, I have friends that's out here that's downright lying to people. That's not cool at all. So before I get started, I want to say shout out to the greatest team in the land, Dream Team. Love y'all so much. What's going on? What's going on? Police reform guy. Policy what's his name? Police reform guy from Twitter. What's going on? How you doing? We gonna talk about some things, man, because people just have, I don't know whatever way to say it, but people just downright ignorant. Shout out to the folks that's here. Shout out to the folks that's but that's in the chat. There's too many of y'all to call. I ain't gonna call everybody one by one. But what I will say is today we're gonna get schooled. We're gonna get educationalized on some things. And it kills me how people are running with narratives because it fits them and their party. That's not cool. So before I get started, I'm gonna say, if you want to donate to OfficialDanaJay because you like the information that's coming out, or you like the channel, you can hit, the Cash App, Chime, or whatever one you want to do at OfficialDanaJay. Everything is at the bottom going across. It's going across nice and slow, so that way y'all can decide what you want to do. Or at the bottom of the screen on YouTube, there's a box with a $sign in it. It's called a super chat. Over on Rumble, it's a bag with a $sign in it at the bottom of the right-hand chat box. That's called the Rumble lie or the Rumble pot, and whatever one you want to do. It all depends how long you've been on Rumble and if you know the terminology or not. And normally I would come and I'll be like, oh yeah, I will come animated, but I can't be animated today because we talking about truth. We're talking about facts. So I can't be animated today. I gotta come live and direct because people will sit back and say, well, Trump is this, Trump is that. Okay, y'all quick to say Trump is this and Trump is that because you don't like the man. So anything that he does to put in place to help American people, y'all sit back and say, hey, bad girls talk in the building. What's going on? I love my WD. I'm telling you, that's my WD-40. I tell everybody I rocks for Wisdom's daughter and for bad girls talk. I don't care who you are. You got to know that I rock with Wisdom's daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's my Folgers in my cup. If you stop playing, yo. But look, I'm here to talk facts, though, because I'm appalled at people that I'm cool with. People like Gerald Griggs. That bothers me because Gerald Griggs is a friend of mine. And I will say, outside of politics, Gerald Griggs is a great person. Inside of politics, Gerald Griggs is just not it. But one thing I'm going to say is I hold all of my friends accountable. I don't care who you are. I hold all my friends accountable. So what I mean by the stuff that he's doing is wrong is that Gerald Griggs went on his page and he said, President-elect will empower the DOJ to go after schools, to foster DEI programs, and use a portion of the funds as restitution for the alleged injured parties. Schools to promote DEA will be under direct assault from the federal government. Hashtag Project 2025. Then he said the divisive concepts law from Florida, Georgia, and many southern states just went national. Hold on. I'm going to stop that. Project 2025 have nothing to do with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has said it many times in many different ways. Other people that rock for Trump has said it many times, many different ways. But people are going to believe what they want to believe. Hey, Shank, what's up? People going to believe what they want to believe. Now, see, this is how Griggs spins it, right? Okay. And as you see, I said, this is not Project 2025. I'm shocked that you're running with this BS propaganda. This needs to happen. And then he said, at OfficialDanaJay, help me understand how this helps black folks. I'm glad he asked that question. That's why I went live, because on top of that, and my uncle said that this don't make sense. Trump gave all the money to black colleges, right? To black colleges, and now he want to take them back from everybody, right? Let me help you with this. Let me help you with this, because HBCUs, right? And I'm going to go here. I haven't seen not one HBCU other than North Carolina Central. Oh, I'm sorry, North Carolina State, that has been doing irregular things to students, right? So all of the colleges that are breaking the law to do whatever when it comes to students, they should be affected. I don't care if it was my college. If I had a college and I was doing something wrong, I should be affected. But this is what Gerald Griggs played. Check this out. He put this up there.
Or I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment. A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America. Thank you.
So,
furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination.
So let's let's put the perspective in perspective. Gerald Griggs is saying, and my uncle is saying, oh no, Trump is going to go after the schools, right? And it sounds bad. But let's talk about what he's really saying. See, and that's what goes on. People will take a piece and say, he going after schools. Yes. But he going after the schools that participate in what? Racial discrimination. Hold on. I can tell you at HBCU right now in Baltimore that definitely runs on racial discrimination. So is it safe to say that, Gerald Griggs, if you want to break the law, it's okay. But when you are held accountable, that's wrong. What type of world are we living in? If you ain't breaking the law, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you don't have nothing to worry about, right? So where on earth is that Project 2025 at? Because I do believe I broke that down in another live that there are two versions of Project 2025, and Trump have nothing to do with either one of them. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right. I had to take that call. So, one thing I can say is that it's a school in Baltimore by the name of Coppin State University. But it used to be Coppin State College. So it's crazy because what people have to realize is this right here. You have a lot going on. And it's a lot of people that hate Donald Trump. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm stuck on that. I know that. I have people in my chat who I'm cool with, I have Dream Team members that be like, yo, I can't do Donald Trump. I hate him. Listen, Bad Girls Talk just said he's a convicted felon. I'm a jump into all of that. All of that. I'm going to jump into all that. So with that being said, when you hear people playing clips of things, ask for the whole clip. Ask for the whole clip. That's what I say. Ask for the whole clip, because me, I can't just let things go without putting the truth out there. So here's what he actually said. The whole clip. Check it.
Tuition costs at colleges and universities have been exploding, and I mean absolutely exploding, while academics have obsessed with indoctrinating America's youth. The time has come to reclaim our once great educational institutions from the radical left, and we will do that. Our secret weapon will be the college accreditation system. It's called accreditation for a reason. The accreditors are supposed to ensure that schools are not ripping off students and taxpayers, but they have failed totally.
Girl,
when I return to the White House, I will fire the radical left accreditors that have allowed our colleges to become dominated by Marxist maniacs and lunatics. We will then accept applications for new accreditors who will impose real standards on colleges once again and once and for all. These standards will include defending the American tradition and Western civilization, protecting free speech, eliminating wasteful administrative positions that drive up costs incredibly, removing all Marxist diversity, equity, and inclusion bureaucrats, offering options for accelerated low-cost degrees, providing meaningful job placement and career services, and implementing college entrance and exit exams to prove that students are actually learning and getting their money worth. Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment. A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America. Thank you.
So that's what he actually said. And I think that's a good thing, because now everybody's being held accountable for what's going on and what's being said. Like I say, I don't run from no type of smoke. The link is posted at the top of the chat, and it's in the chat. And I'm open for anybody that want to jump on or come on. Let's talk, because the link is right above you. Because at the end of the day, we are at a time where we don't need division. I don't care who it is. We don't need division. And the link right there, Bad Girls Talk, is right there over top of you. We don't need division. We need to come together as one. And I know what people are going to say, oh, Kamala Harris. But I'm going to get to that. Oh, Lord, I'm going to get to that. Because Brandon, the link is right there. That's all I'm going to say. I have some words for the current mayor of Baltimore City. Look at the top of the chat. I have some words for the current mayor of Baltimore City. But I know some people that want to come up and talk about this, and we're going to talk about it. So what Trump is pretty much is saying is that anybody that's not, doing what they're supposed to do as far as colleges or universities, then guess what? It's going to really happen. You know what I mean? It's really going to happen. So with that being said is division is all these silly people are promoting. I just saw that black bald-headed lady saying we need to stay away from family that voted for Trump. Right. Are you talking about Joy Reid? Right, Tiffany Black? I don't understand it. Because if Kamala would have won, everybody would have been, oh, you got to respect the queen. You got to do this. You got to do that. No. We ain't doing none of that. We all going to give her a respect because she is a woman, but she was wrong. And I'm going to run a 3-part series on this because this is major. This is major. I'm waiting for Bad Girls Talk to jump on because I'm waiting to talk to her. I don't know what's going on, but I'm waiting to talk to her. And for y'all that don't know, Bad Girls Talk is Wisdom's daughter. Y'all go like, share, subscribe at the Bad Girls Talk page. Once again, I thank her for the 10-piece. She held it down. Thank you so much. So it's crazy. It's really crazy of what people will run with because of the miseducation of Donald Trump. They hear Donald Trump and the first thing they think, oh no, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Since when? Since when? Since when? This is what I don't understand. I do not understand because they look at it and say he's a bad guy because he chooses to do things the right way. And for so long, we have been going about things the wrong way. We have been doing things the wrong way to the point where we have become complacent and we have accepted the wrong way. No. When I say Trump is really trying to help the American people. Now, if you're not part of the American people, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know how to do things the right way, that's your fault. I came on here 5 years in a row talking about, yo, you have to reclaim your birthright. Yo, don't pay taxes. Yo, do this. I've been telling y'all what's going on. And I've been getting backlash all the way around the board. If I don't pay taxes, then what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to live. And if you don't understand the way of living, there's nothing that nobody can do. Because people have been on TikTok telling you, people have been on YouTube telling you, getting banned, channels getting banned. Dana has been telling you, and you have refused to listen. And I always said, don't wait to the last minute, because then I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say, that's your fault. Because I'm not going to be willing to help last minute folks. Not when you've been here from day one. And if you don't like it, then guess what? That's your fault. I don't care what you don't like. I'm not here to be, oh yeah, let me appease this person. No, I'm not appeasing nobody else. Right now, we're in a state of facts. And if you can't understand facts, then guess what? You don't need to be here. It's cool to follow somebody and talk about this and this. That's cool. It's cool. But when somebody is trying to give you information, whether it be Wisdom's Daughter, whether it be Bad Girls Talk, whether it be me, whether it be Georgia Girl, whether it be Alicia, whether it be Chris Terry, shout out to Chris Terry, man. Look, let's go like, follow, and subscribe to Chris Terry as well. Whether it be anybody that have a channel that's trying to put out something positive. If you don't listen, and then when it really hits you, and then you looking like, oh my God, what do I do? You can't expect us to sit back and say, well, we're going to help you. We're going to tag along. No. Right now, what you're looking at is a war between good and evil. That's facts, Tiffany. CNN is about to lay off 100 people. That's 100 people without a job. And I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. CNN should be growing, shouldn't it? So when I tell you that Trump, am I saying that Trump is the savior? No. Shout out to Lexington. Thank you so much, bro. Am I saying that Trump is God? No. But what I am saying is that somebody had to stand up for it. You can't get on why? You ain't hit the, hold on, you ain't hit the link. Let me see. Oh, it just let me on with no problem. Yeah, it just let me on with no problem, Bad Girls Talk. Am I saying Trump is the be all savior? Nah. But what I am saying is that God is using Trump, right, in this day and time to redirect and put the country back where it's supposed to be. Because we as a country has walked away from God. I'm going to say it again. We as a country has walked away from God, and God not pleased. You have leaders, and I'm going to go here. You have leaders like bishops, high-ranking leaders that's in bed with Kamala Harris that is telling you, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, then you don't believe in God. These are things that's going on that nobody want to tackle. So God said, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you who the real God is. Who the real God is. Call in, Bad Girls Talk. God said, I'm going to show you who the real God is. And I was reluctant to come live and talk about this because, you know, it's over with. You know, a lot of this stuff is over with now. Here comes the heart. Oh, here she go. Here she go. Somebody's at work. What's going on?
Yes, I'm on my lunch break.
Somebody's at work.
No, I'm not at work.
Are you? I'm about to say you went back to work. You early?
No, I got weeks before that.
So where you at?
Having lunch in this beautiful vicinity. I'm over by Perimeter Mall.
Why are you all the way over there?
Why are you all up in my business?
Because you're all the way on the north side. Why?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, you must be shopping. Okay, I get it. Yeah. That's the woman's side over there.
Listen, I didn't come up here to talk about what I'm doing. I came up here to talk about what you're doing.
Let's get to it. Let's talk about it.
I'm trying to figure out why my Bluetooth is not working. But anyway, I'm not going to be on here too long.
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Yeah, but so can everybody else. But anyway, what I wanted to say is a couple things. So, NCCU is my alma mater, and DJ, I love you. You know, I love you to death. We do not agree on everything, but I love our friendship because we, disagreement. Our friendship is not dependent upon us, being minions and agreeing on every single thing. But I do want to say this: do not be fooled. Okay, the rich elite don't need affirmative action. The rich elite do not need the Department of Education. The rich elite do not need the student loan forgiveness program. They have the money to send their kids to whatever school they want to go to, when they want to go to, how they want to go to. Okay. You heard this man talk about he wants to institute entrance and exit exams. So I'm going to give you an example. I'm not a great tester. I'm not a good test taker. I've never been. I clam up on tests. It doesn't mean I'm not an intelligent person. I got bachelor's degree, I got master's degrees, working on my second master's. So if you require for people to get into college to pass an entrance exam, there may be some people who, may be excluded. There are some master's programs where you have to take, the GMAT to get in, and then there are programs where you don't, it's not contingent upon you passing an exam. That's the first thing. The second thing is, we all know what Donald Trump did with Liberty University or Trump University or whatever it was. The man engaged in illegal practices. He exploited students. Okay. He does not even have a college education. The man got an honorary degree. He paid for his degree. So I'm not going to trust him on education whatsoever. Whatever it is that they're doing with these colleges and HBCUs is not to the Black benefit. Do not be fooled. Now, again, you're not going to agree with me, and that's okay. I'm just giving another perspective. And the reason why I say that is because there is no reason to suggest in anything this man has ever said and done that he really cares that much, right? The second thing is, you said that Project 2025 where? Okay, I know you did a whole live where you kind of went into it, and I wasn't able to be on that live, but I've read Project 2025. He's already implementing it. He wants to use the military as ICE for border control and to round up illegal immigrants. He wants to get rid of the Department of Education. I went to school based on the Department of Education. I had to take out loans, not private loans. I got Pell Grants, and I got loans to the Department of Education so that I could get an education because I didn't have the money to pay outright. So now we're going to get rid of the Department of Education. Okay. He's picking and choosing friends, people who are not qualified. You might as well choose the garbage man. Okay. Picking up your garbage on a Monday morning to, be this person or that person. My thing is, I feel the way you feel, but differently. I feel, watch and see, because it's going to take a few people some time to wake the hell up to see what's really going on. I heard what Donald Trump said, and I'm reading through all of that. Make America great again for who, baby? Because it's never been great for Black people. It's barely even good. It's improved. All right. But we're already seeing him begin to implement what's in Project 2025. So how can you separate that from him? Okay. And if he is the president-elect, which he is, okay, and you've got Project 2025, which we know it exists, we know it's out there, and he doesn't know nothing about it, that's like saying I'm the president and CEO of my company and somebody has a whole book full of policies and I don't know nothing about it. That's a problem. That the president should be on a need-to-know basis. I don't trust him at all. I see the writing on the wall. So that statement, why are you going at the HBCUs? And do you know that there is at least one HBCU that doesn't have any Black students? None. How do you have an HBCU with no Black students? So that's what I see happening. So now colleges do not have to accept students, accept any number of black students anymore. Now we're going to institute an entrance exam, so that's going to block people. Now we're going to take away the loan forgiveness program, so those people who do have loans are going to be stuck paying those loans if they didn't get into the program. I got $169,000 worth of student loans forgiven last year. Was it last year? I think it was last year. And that helped me considerably with my credit score and my debt to income ratio. Now we're going to do away with DOE. So he's already going through what's stated in Project 2025. He wants to give immunity to the police. So now they can racially profile how they see fit without consequence. How do you not see this?
Well, I'm glad you asked me. Because first of all, it's unfair that, most people that don't know would jump and say this is what's going on. Let's start backwards. So that means I'm gonna start with police immunity. Police immunity is simply for the people that does their job within the scope of the meaning of their job, not the ones.
Wait, can you say that again? Can you say that again? You're saying that it's going to be selective immunity, TJ?
Wait. I didn't interrupt you now, right?
All right, I'm going on mute, but I'm listening.
I shut down and was like this because I wanted to jump in. So police immunity is for the officers that do their job within the scope of their job. Donald Trump has said it. If you are caught doing anything outside of the scope of your job, you will not have immunity. And whatever the state does and prosecuting you, that's what you get. So
you really believe that? You really believe that?
So when people I really do. So when people pick and choose, like, oh no, he said this, he said that. Listen, you got to listen to everything he say. Do Donald Trump talk in riddles sometimes? Hell yes. And sometimes I got to listen to it twice. Like, hold on. What did he just say? Oh, okay, I got it now. So with that being said, I'm not saying that what you feel is wrong, because everybody have a right to feel how they want to feel. But the one thing I do agree, I want you to sit back and watch. Because I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. There's no right way of doing wrong shit, and there's no wrong way of doing right shit. So at the end of the day, the mass deportation, who told them to come here illegally? I agree with that.
I want to talk about too in a second. I'm gonna talk about that too.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with rounding up everybody that came here illegally for the incompetent last administration and send them back where they come from and have them come over here legally. If you want to get here legally, do it the right way. Ain't that's what we have to do? You have veterans that was kicked out of their apartments for illegal aliens. You have people who have lost their homes, because we got illegals coming in. And you got neighborhoods who housing market skyrocketed because you got illegal aliens stealing the dogs, eating the geese.
DJ, listen to me. Two things. One, based on that principle, Donald Trump would have never been a Donald Trump. Okay, his grandparents did not come into this country legally. They were immigrants. They came in the same way everyone else came in, looking to get away from whatever. No, they didn't. Whatever they were running from.
They had to get a green card.
So they applied.
Yes.
His grandparents applied and got a green card like everybody else.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So we will see.
Okay.
We will see what happens when they do this mass roundup, because I'm gonna tell you what I predict. I predict that even people who are legally allowed to be in this country because they have a green card, that they're going to no longer recognize green cards and say that if you are not already an American citizen, you've got to go. That's what I foresee.
Watch this.
Because here's the deal. I'm listening to interviews with different people in the Latino community, and they're basically saying one couple, this was just one family. One couple talked about how they came into this country illegally when they were teenagers. They were running away from danger. They came into this country. Now, under the Reagan administration, they were able to get their appropriate documents. They were able to get their green card and eventually become American citizens under the Reagan administration. But they did come into this country legally. Now, what they've said is that they worked, they were able to buy homes, they started businesses. They're considered the good immigrants coming into this country, right? They believe that Donald Trump is only going to deport the bad ones, the criminals. That's what they believe. They believe that he understands the difference. They believe that their undocumented friends and family, just because they're good people and they've held jobs and they haven't committed crimes while they're here, that they're going to be safe. And I don't believe that to be the case at all. Now, I understand what you're saying in terms of people coming into this country legally versus illegally. I get it. I also understand that people are running from things, not just from Mexico, not just from Haiti, from all different countries, risking their life, coming over here in containers, coming over here in makeshift boats and all type of stuff, so desperate, crossing miles and miles and miles of ocean to get to the United States for a better chance, but I do agree that we do have a systemic problem. Just don't trust how he's going to deal with it, because one of the things that Trump said, if Mexico doesn't stop sending people over here, he's going to impose a 25% tariff. These crazy tariffs that he's looking to propose is going to drive up costs. You're talking about thousands of extra dollars that families are going to be spending every year when inflation is already an issue. Everything costs more, but you're not making any more money. And again, the rich elite, that's not a problem for them. They can already afford it. You understand? My issue with the Donald Trump, and I don't hate the man. I don't hate the man at all. I think he's very comical. I don't think he's a president, but I don't hate the man. But he's protecting the rich elite. He is not looking out for poor people because the man ain't never been poor. Okay? He's never lived middle class. He's only ever known money. Silver spoon in his mouth. How can he identify? And I find it funny that you have a number of Latinos and undereducated whites and poor whites and black men and black women who support this man because they feel like they identify with him. How do you identify with a billionaire or a millionaire? Now, Donald Trump, one more thing. Donald Trump is supposed to have all this money. He's supposed to be such a good businessman, but he couldn't even post his bail without going through a loan company. He had to come up with $175 million, and he ain't got it. He didn't have it. He had to go through a loan company to back it because he didn't have the money.
That's where you're wrong. If you go look at the case, he was going to post bail. He was going to post bail, but Judge Merchant wanted him to go through for the loan officer. He didn't want to. See, that's why
that's not true. That's not true.
Please,
that's not true.
I covered that trial.
I know.
Wait,
that was. But where did you get your information from?
Straight from Judge Merchant's mouth, because he said it plain and simple. I think it was day 4. Because Letitia James
that he does not want Donald Trump to write a check or come up with the cash, but he wants them to get backed by a company. Okay, but that
Judge Merchant said firsthand, word for word, Donald Trump cannot deposit anything into the registry of his own. He need to have something with some type of collateral or backing.
No, I read what was there. I read what was there. And additionally, see, let me tell you my issue with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has no integrity. That's my issue. My issue is the integrity. So as it stands right now, he's supposed to
really feel,
complete. No. He's supposed to complete his MOU for the transfer of power. He hasn't done that yet. There's a lot of things that he just doesn't do. And I can't trust somebody that just goes off the rip, unpredictable, this, that, and the third. I'm just telling you how I feel. But the most important thing is that Donald Trump is telling us right now what he's doing and what he's planning to do. And everything that he's saying that he's going to do and he's planning to do, even including day one stuff, lines up line by line with what's in Project 2025. Now, I want to ask you one last question, and I'm gonna have to go because I have another appointment. But what do you? Because
joint today.
Yeah, I understand that you believe that he has nothing to do with Project 2025. So Project 2025 was written, even though his name is all in it, even though he's quoted what's in Project 2025. Okay, he did the Time Magazine interview and quoted what was in there. He doesn't know anything about it. It has nothing to do with him. What do you think about Project 2025? Just what are your quick thoughts on Project 2025? Let's just go with what you feel for a second. Huh?
Which version of Project 2025?
The version that Donald Trump is quoting.
Well, he's not quoting nothing from
the document that's made available online. Because Project 2025 is something that didn't just get written this year. It's something they've been working on for a minute. Okay. And Letitia James up in New York has gone through that document. They've been studying that document so that they can prepare.
But I'm gonna say this. Project 2025, it's just like Keith just posted, it was created by the Mark Alliance. The Mark Alliance is a bunch of rhinos, which is Republicans that want to take control of everything, and a bunch of Democrats. And they came together and formed this thing called the Uniparty. And the Uniparty was
I asked you what you thought about it.
Hold on.
I asked you what you thought about it.
I'm about to tell you. I'm giving you a whole breakdown. And the Uniparty was supposed to take over because Donald Trump was supposed to have lost. Tim Walz was one of the front runners in the Uniparty. So with that being said, I think Project 2025 is a pack of shit and a bunch of scare tactics, as Keith has said. Because me and Keith has been talking about this for 2 years.
Okay.
So I don't think Project 2025 is anything of value, but I can tell you that Agenda 47 is Donald Trump's all the way.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Go ahead.
How would you feel as things that are written in any of those versions of Project 2025? I've only read one version. I'm not even aware that there are multiple versions other than the fact that there were revisions made. But what are your thoughts moving forward as the months go by, where things that are outlined in Project 2025, Donald Trump starts to implement? What are you going to feel then? Are you still going to feel like he didn't know about it, or he didn't write it and he has nothing to do with it?
Well, I'm going to say this. I know Trump's agenda. And
you think you know his agenda?
Yeah,
what's his agenda?
I know his agenda by me being an ambassador for him. We on all the calls, we in all of the meetings. So I'm gonna say that his agenda now is to sweep America and drain the swamp. Drain the swamp means you got to destroy stuff and rebuild.
Yeah, he's going to destroy a lot of shit, but he's going to get rid of a lot of stuff for the benefit of the rich elite, not the poor blacks.
But that's not true.
And not the middle class blacks. Oh no, I believe it's true. I believe it's true.
See, that's the difference.
It's happened before.
When?
Where blacks have been run out of towns.
When?
Right?
Wait. Did it happen from 2016 to 2020?
No. I'm talking about,
Trump is, so you can't tell me that Trump is about running people out, because from 2016 to 2020, Trump was the greatest president of that.
Can I ask you a question? Why did Trump not address these text messages that are being sent all over the country telling black people to get ready? A van is coming to pick them up to take them to a plantation and pick cotton. I'm not saying that I'm not saying he was behind it. I'm not saying he was behind it, because they're tracing these messages back to Poland. They're
Mm-hmm.
tracing these messages back to other areas in the United States from people that are reposting it and sending it.
Mm-hmm.
But if he is so for the black community and he cares so much more than a black woman, apparently Donald Trump cares more about black people than the black woman. But anyway, I'm just being facetious. Why has he not addressed that? Because these are people who think they're acting on his behalf. These are people who think they speak for him, who are sending out these who we're not sending, I don't know if they're still going out, but sent out these messages. Because I've got kids at the church that received them and showed them to me. And some of these messages address them by name. So
Well,
you explain that and explain to me why he has not come out and spoken out against this or acknowledged it or addressed it at all.
Well, I'm gonna say this because you got to understand when you're the leader of the free world, or
I know, come with the excuses. Give me the excuse.
No, it's not an excuse, but certain things got priority. It's certain things that have priority over other things, right? Somebody sending text messages talking about, oh yeah, a van coming to get you this and this and this and this and this. Really? Who's even paying that any attention?
Dana J, that's how it starts. Do you understand? This is how people get emboldened to go run up in the White House. It starts with little things like that. Let me tell you something. A little small wound, a little tiny cut can get infected and it can spread and it can cause your blood to be poisoned and it can lead to sepsis and you can die. So you can't overlook small things like that. This is something, we know that it's a hoax and there's no vans coming to take anybody anywhere, but the fact that a group of people felt the fact that a group of people felt so emboldened to send messages like that, these white supremacist groups, they ain't for Kamala Harris. They think they're acting on behalf of Donald Trump. And not one time has he addressed it and said, listen, this is my agenda. This is what I'm looking to do. Not once. That's a major, major problem, especially because he's supposed to be so for the black community. Not a peep, not a word, not nothing. Not like, listen, we've been hearing about some things and I don't support this and yada, yada, yada. No, he said what y'all wanted to hear so that he could get your vote. And I'm going to call you and everybody else who voted for the man dummies.
Is that what you believe?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you some questions now. I'm going to ask you some questions. What policies have Kamala Harris came to the table with? And I'm going to start there.
Your screen froze. What was your question? I didn't hear you.
What policies have Kamala Harris came to the table with? Wait a minute.
What policies have she come to the table with?
That wasn't Trump policies. I'll wait.
Yeah, listen, you and I could go back and forth all doggone day. I know you're not going to go down that road. Donald Trump takes credit for everything that other people have done. Wait. I just saw an article about a former Republican who was for getting rid of Obamacare and Medicaid and Medicare, but now he has a medical emergency and had to start a GoFundMe because he ain't got insurance. What policies did that man come up on his own? He don't even know politics. He doesn't know politics.
That's not what I asked you.
Listen, Kamala Harris writes policies, okay? Donald Trump doesn't have a master's degree or a college degree. The man can barely rub two freaking sentences together. Are you kidding me? Come on, DJ, you need to stop.
That's not what I asked you, though.
Donald Trump kept what he liked and took credit for what he liked. Okay? He just didn't want Obama's name on it.
Let me ask you an easier question, okay? What have Kamala... Oh, okay, let's go here. If Kamala Harris would have won, what could she have done in the next 4 years that she didn't do in the last 3.5 years?
Well, she was not president in the last 3.5 years. She was the vice president, okay? She was not the president of the United States. I'm so tired of y'all saying, oh, well, she didn't do this and she didn't do that. Let me ask you something. Did y'all ask Mike Pence? Well, what did Mike Pence do? Did Mike Pence do this or did Mike Pence do that? No, y'all cannot blame this woman. Y'all didn't even give her a chance, okay? I would have liked the $25,000 that she wanted to give people towards a down payment on their homes. Yeah, I would have liked to see what is going to be her strategy for dealing with this border situation. All right. I would have liked to have seen, and I'm gonna tell you, and listen, let me tell you something. This woman, no, this woman could not lay out her entire plan. You do not. You do not. So his plan is better. His plan just to shoot everybody up and put them in concentration camps until he can kick them across the board. That's his plan.
No, we ain't shooting nobody. We ain't shooting nobody.
But that's what's in Project 2025. Build a moat. Okay, fill it with alligators. And have a firing squad.
You keep addressing Project 2025. Let's get away from that.
He said it out of his own mouth. I told you that. He said it out of his own mouth. I sent you the Time magazine transcript. He said this stupid stuff out of his own mouth.
But he had nothing to do with Project 2025, and he came out and said
how was he quoting stuff that he don't know nothing about?
He came out.
I don't know what goes on in your household. So if I'm talking about what goes on in your household, either I'm lying or I really know what's going on in your household, and I can't say that I don't.
Listen, Trump have nothing to do with 2025. Let's talk about agenda.
Baby. Well, I'll tell you, you and I are gonna enter a non-monetary bet. We're gonna enter a bet for bragging rights. Okay, because you say you're right and I say I'm right, right? You say you're right and I'm wrong. I say I'm right and you're wrong. We gonna see, and I can't wait because you are going to be apologizing to me, and I'm gonna be hitting you up with a "I told you so." I want my foot rubbed. Okay.
You got that. So what happens when you got to apologize?
I need somebody to take me shopping.
So what happened when you got to apologize to me?
I don't have a problem apologizing when I'm wrong.
That's what
I don't have a problem. I'm not that prideful because it's nothing to me.
That's a real woman. That's what I'm talking about.
If I'm wrong, I'm woman enough to say, and I told you before, I hope I'm wrong. I hope to God that I'm wrong.
Because
I want to be wrong.
Listen, and I'm not going to let it go.
Listen, DJ, I want to be wrong because if I'm right.
I know. I
don't know how we're gonna say. If I'm right, you're not gonna hear the end of it. But if I'm right, then I don't know how we're gonna get through this. If I'm right, this is gonna be the most difficult 4 years of our lives. If I'm right,
but then what?
I'm praying that I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong.
So if you're wrong,
because for me to be right is so horrendous. It's like my brain can't even function and rap, about the reality that we could potentially be facing. That those who supported this man got bamboozled. That is the horrific reality that I feel is what's going on here. Because the man has done it before. He's not somebody that's proven that he can be trusted. He's not a man of integrity. He thinks that he can do whatever he wants to do when he wants to do it. Yes, he's a convicted felon. And I'm hoping that they give him jail time. I'm hoping that he don't ever step back into the White House.
Watch this. You can't. This is where they done messed up at. Judge Merchant done suspended his sentence indefinitely.
When did he do this?
Last week, actually last Thursday, and they've been talking about it ever since. And watch this. That's why Trump lawyer told Letitia James, you keep going after the president-elect, we're going to put your fat ass in jail.
But can I tell you something? How disrespectful is that? And my question is, why aren't you... Wait, stop.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. No, she wasn't. What? She's professional. Not disrespectful, professional. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like this woman because, like me, she has a mouth that she talks back and she ain't scared of nobody. That's number one. But to say that to a woman, and my thing is, where are the black men standing up and saying, y'all not going to talk to or about our black queens like this? Y'all let these men disrespect us. Wait, stop. No. Talk to us any kind of way. Do any kind of thing. Okay. And y'all take the other person's side.
Okay, watch this. This is where you put the stop at. Because here's the thing. It's not that us black men let people disrespect y'all black queens. Y'all are only black queens when y'all are being attacked after y'all have already initiated the attack. A person has a right to defend themselves, right?
So okay, so let me ask you something. So if I say something that you don't like, or if I, let's say somebody else is up here, it's three of us, up here talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say something that the other person doesn't like or doesn't agree with, right?
I'm not gonna
And
let
they
nobody
say,
attack
well, WD, you need to shut your ass up.
No, that's not gonna work.
You're not gonna step in and defend me?
Of course I will, but that's not gonna work.
All right. So why doesn't she deserve the same?
Why? And because she have taunted this man for 4 years, and she have disrespected this man.
She's doing her job. She's doing her job. She's doing her, nothing she's done is illegal or disrespectful. She's doing her job.
As a DA, that's not your job. You are not supposed to
listen. You're not a new.
listen. 4 years.
She's doing what the New York taxpayers are paying her to do. Okay? The people called for this, that, and the third. She's doing her job. He's just upset because she's finding stuff she won't let up. She's causing trouble for him. That's all it is.
So
she's making trouble for him. Huh?
So what happens when he respond and cause trouble for her?
That's fine, but there's a difference between causing trouble and wait, no, listen. There's a difference between causing trouble and calling a woman out her name. Okay, calling her the B word.
Well, his lawyer said that.
Calling her.
Not him.
But they act on his behalf. Come on. If one of your subscribers call me out my name, you can't be like, well, I didn't say that was one of my subs. They or one of your moderators. That's your team. They speak for you. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's
Ahmad.
two different
Sorry.
levels.
Let's say Ahmad.
Okay.
I know it is. Ahmad. I'm sorry. Ahmad.
Let me levels right there.
Let me get it straight. A moderator, for example. A moderator, right? I know you. You will be like, no, we can't have that. No, we can't have that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And you and I, there's a lot that we don't agree on. And we love each other to death. But there's a lot that we don't agree on, and that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that kind of behavior is unacceptable for any woman. It's not just because she's a black woman. I'm a black woman, so of course I identify. But if it was a white woman, I would be saying the same thing.
So can I ask you a question? Why y'all queens didn't stand up for us men when Kamala Harris was putting us in jail illegally for no reason?
Oh my God. Really?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
So she was just putting a whole bunch of innocent black men in jail, and they didn't do nothing. She was pulling the daintezjays off the street. All right. She was pulling the Keith Chandlers off the street and just put. Come on, stop it. Stop it. Y'all listen. Y'all need to stop quoting this man and what he says.
So what's good for the goose is not good for the gander. Oh, matter of fact, I fact checked it. I played the video of the men. Matter of fact, it's still a man right now that's on death row, and that she refused to let him off due to the fact that it wasn't even him. But she's saying, if I let him off, it will go against our count. So you can't say that men got to defend women, but women don't want to defend men.
Listen, that's one woman, and how many black people have? Wait a minute. Since you want to say that, let's talk about the Central Park Five. Let's talk about how Donald Trump put a whole ad in the paper. Wait, calling for their death, the death penalty, and even later on in life when they were exonerated, never apologized. And to this day, he still talks about the fact that he's spreading lies, talking about they admitted to sexually to essaying and unaliving this woman. The woman wasn't unalived.
Wait.
She wasn't unalived.
Wait, watch this. If they, and I'm not going to say all of Central Park 5 because it wasn't all of them. It was only 2. When the story came out, and before they was taken into custody by their parents.
I know what you're going to say. But what I'm talking about was after. You're going to say that they admitted to it when they were kids.
Something without pressure, then you did it.
But that's not what I'm referring to. This is way after the fact. After these men were exonerated, this man is still talking about they did it. Wait. And he said he was spreading lies saying that They admitted that they did yada, yada, yada. Now, how could they, if they admitted to it, how could they have been exonerated? I'm not talking about when they were kids and they were with the police. I'm talking about as adults.
Listen.
But my point is, what have you seen this man do to make you think that he really cares about the Black community? What have you really seen him do?
Well,
what has he really done for you lately? I want you to do a live about that. I want you
Okay.
to do a separate live, and I want you to go through what this man has done for the brown and Black community. Okay? I'm not gonna come up to say anything. I'm not gonna challenge you. I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna be in the bushes, or I'm gonna be in the.
No, I want you to come up when I do that live. And I'm gonna do that live tomorrow.
Let me know, and you do what you always do. You send me the link so I can be notified, and I can be in the chat. That's what I want you to do for me. I want to know from your perspective as a brown man, what, in your opinion, it's just your opinion, but that's okay, because I respect your opinion, even if I don't always agree. What has he done for you?
Okay.
And I would love for you to try to get some other Black men who are also supporters, okay, so that they can also speak to say from their perspective what they feel this man has done, because I'm trying to understand, and I just don't right now. I don't understand.
So with that being said, I can do that, and I will do that tomorrow. But I also want something from you. I want you to go live, and I want you to get some females together, and I want y'all to tell us, what have Kamala Harris done for you for the past 3.5 years?
She's never been president. She's never been president. So no. Listen. But listen, I hear you. It's not to say that it's not. Listen, it's not to say as VP she has not done anything. Don't get me wrong. But you have to understand. Wait, you have to understand what you're asking is not an even playing field. So as long as we go into understanding, no, it's not, because she's never been president. This man was president before for 4 years. There's a difference, and you know it. She was having to push somebody else's agenda. Like, come on, let's But and the second thing I want you to understand is that, because I have been trying to get people to talk about this, and a lot of people are triggered. People don't even want to talk about it no more. And I'm like, well, we have to talk about it. So I'm gonna work on it. All right.
I don't know why people get triggered. I think this need to be talked about for as many days as it needs to be talked about. Because
I agree. It's a conversation that needs to be ongoing, and I think it's one of those things where we need to hear from both sides. Just because I like to understand why people feel the way that they feel, even if I don't agree. That's how I understand people better, is to try to see their perspective. It doesn't mean they're going to change my mind, but I'm trying to understand. So that's why I need you to do that live for me, because I need to understand what you feel this man has done for you. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go do my research. And I'm going to pull out my notes and fact check and this, that, and the third. Because I'm pretty sure, from what I've seen and what I've heard from some of the people that I know, that what you think this man has done for you, a lot of that was not initiated by him. He piggybacked, okay, and took credit. And I got a problem with that, because I work very hard. I don't let people take credit for my work. And I've been there where I've had somebody try to piggyback off of my work, okay? And I pumped the brakes so doggone hard, they bumped their forehead, okay? So... But listen, I do not want to dominate the conversation. People did not come up here to hear me. They came to hear you and to see your wonderful face.
We talking.
Absolutely. But I'm gonna give some other people a chance to come up and say their piece. And listen, if you're in the chat and you're like, nah, I can't rock with this, I don't agree with Dana J, don't leave just because you don't agree. Listen, and then jump up and explain how you feel and why you feel. This is healthy debate. You know, nobody wants to sit in a chat room with 100 people agreeing whatever food you like. This is not Coming to America. You know, give your opinion, say how you feel. Let's have, interesting conversation. Differences of opinion make the conversation interesting. So, and on that note, I'm gonna head out. But thank you so much for letting me come on.
Anytime.
And I appreciate you, and I appreciate all that you do.
Got you. Love you so much.
Feelings mutual. Ditto. All right.
All right.
W Bad Girls Talk over and out.
Right. So it's always good to have people come in and talk. But one thing I always say is people say, if you're going to remove the Board of Education, right? You got to replace something once you remove something. Is that what we all agree with? So, okay, let's see what Donald Trump going to replace it with. Let's see if any other president have done this.
In recent weeks, Americans have been horrified to see students and faculty at Harvard and other once respected universities expressing support for the savages and jihadists who attacked Israel. We spend more money on higher education than any other country, and yet they're turning our students into communists and terrorists and sympathizers of many, many different dimensions. We can't let this happen. It's time to offer something dramatically different. Under the plan I'm announcing today, we will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that material available to every American citizen online for free. Whether you want lectures or ancient histories or an introduction to financial accounting or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it done properly. Using study groups, mentors, industry partnerships, and the latest breakthrough in computing, this will be a truly top-tier education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political, and there will be no wokeness or jihadism allowed. None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with the existing and very costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that the U.S. government and all federal contractors will henceforth recognize. The Academy will award the full and complete equivalent of a bachelor's degree. In addition, to help the 40 million Americans who have some college education but no degree, the American Academy will grant credit for past coursework at legacy institutions and give you the chance to complete your education at the American Academy for free and much more quickly than is now possible or available. This will be a revolution in higher education and will provide life-changing opportunities for tens of millions of our citizens. Enjoy it, learn from it, and thank you.
So Trump think he's about to replace higher education with free education. Uh-oh. He's about to replace higher education with free education. Now ask yourself this question. What's better than free 99? I'll wait. What's better than free 99? What's better than free 99? You about to be able to go to school free with the degree on the same level as a Yale and as a Harvard. That's all you got to do is what? Apply yourself. And that's the problem. A lot of people will not apply themselves. Why? I don't know why. But if that's all you got to do is apply yourself, then go ahead and get your degree. On the same level or the bachelor's degree. Now, I will say this. The border czar that was picked, right? The border czar that was picked by Trump is one that's not to be played with. He's well respected. He's well known. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a clip, right? I'm going to show a clip of Biden's border czar versus Trump's border czar. I want y'all to sit back and look at and tell me which one you feel more comfortable and safe under. Check it out.
Up with education, down, down, deportation. Up with education, down, down, with deportation.
I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now.
We are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
I hear a lot of people say, the talk of a mass deportation is racist. It's threatening to the immigrant community. It's not threatening to the immigrant community. It should be threatening to the illegal immigrant community.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
It is not an emergency. We are not facing a crisis.
We have a president of the United States who has created a fiction about a crisis at the border, and he has held up the United States government and its workers around his vanity project called a wall.
To the criminal cartels in Mexico. You smuggled enough fentanyl across this country to kill 148,000 young Americans. You have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. And that's when President Trump gets back in office. He's going to designate you a terrorist organization, and he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. You're done. You're done.
The idea that he is trying to say that we have people that are trying to invade our country to commit mass crime is a crisis of his own making. I specialize in transnational criminal organizations. Yeah. That wall ain't gonna stop them. No.
There's a 600% increase in sex trafficking of women and children. Border Patrol has arrested more terrorists coming across the border in 1 month than Trump had in 4 years. This is the biggest national security vulnerability this country's ever had. Donald Trump will be the president. I'll be in the middle of running the biggest deportation operation this country's ever seen.
I am not for a wall. We don't need to build a wall. This is a crisis of his own making. The President of the United States has a vanity project that he doesn't want to give up. It's the president's vanity project. This issue is about a vanity project for this president. Right. The president's vanity project. Let me be very clear. I'm not going to vote for a wall under any circumstances. It will not end with a wall. It will not end with a wall.
It will not end with a wall?
No.
All right.
He comes back. I come back. We fix this shit.
So which one would you feel more comfortable under? I come back, he come back, we fix this shit. Or the president got a vanity wall. Who would you feel more comfortable under? We got to make this make sense, y'all. We have to make this make sense. And what people don't want is truth. What, you know what I'm saying? And this is just part one. This is part one. And what I'm saying to people is that you got to understand that y'all might hate Donald Trump because of what Donald Trump stand for. But if you hate Donald Trump for what Donald Trump stands for, you cannot sit here and say, I'm a Christian, I believe in God. I must call you bullshit. Because what that man stand for is God first. And when you can blatantly go and vote for somebody and openly support somebody who disobeys God's word and blatantly go against God, I can't even be your friend. Because it makes me sit back and think. Hey, Tiff, Dana, I hope you don't get disappointed, but okay. And I get it. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a very, 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 very hard pill to swallow. And nobody want to hear that. I told you so. But this is the last clip I'm going to play for y'all today. And before I come back later on, this is the last clip I'm going to play for y'all before I come back later on. And really put the thing where it's supposed to be. I want y'all to pay attention to this, y'all. I want y'all to really pay attention to this. Check it out.
I'm getting a little tired of some Christians asking me why I voted for Donald Trump. Because I'm a Christian. That's why I voted for him. But now let me turn that same question back on you. You are a Christian. Why did you vote for Kamala Harris? You see, I didn't vote for Donald Trump for who he is. I voted for Donald Trump for who God is. You see, he wasn't promoting the shedding of innocent blood at the AB clinic. The flesh. You see, he wasn't promoting gender ideology or gender reassignment surgery. The flesh. See, he didn't open the borders for our children to get sex trafficked. The flesh. See, he wasn't taking the children's bread and giving it to somebody else. The flesh. You see, he wasn't pushing do as thy will with no responsibility. The flesh. See, he wasn't manipulating the people's minds with lies and propaganda through the left-wing media. The flesh. He didn't write a book and take a picture with the black help to make us think that he was black. The flesh. Wasn't into that principalities and powers and lying wonders. He just stood on the truth. What's really wrong with America? America's sick and it needs a healing. God has spoken. Let the church say amen.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You have people who are really waking up and who's really woke and not about the bullcrap. Now, the folks that don't like Trump, hey, that's their own personal opinion. Can I tell them that they wrong? No. Can I say that they crazy and they going to hell? No. But what I can say is, you know what? I think the better option would be Donald Trump, and here's why. Here's why. And this is just part one. This is just part one. You ain't going to find nobody on the internet that can compile what I have compiled to go against what I'm saying. You'll have people speaking out of feelings. But real quick, for the people that wanted to vote or that did vote for Kamala Harris, this is what it would have boiled down to. And I want y'all to really pay attention. Watch this. Now that the money is gone or the funding is gone away from the Democratic cities or the sanctuary cities for the immigrants, this is what they turned to do. And this is in Massachusetts. Check this out.
Now, I just know I didn't just hear what I think I just heard. Let me play it for y'all so that y'all can verify with me that I just heard the same bullshit that I think I heard. Listen to this.
If you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center for more information.
Ho, is you cool? I know this motherfucker didn't just ask us to house some immigrants. We don't have no extra room. We don't have no extra groceries. We don't have no extra money. We don't got no extra water. We ain't got no extra electric, no extra heat. Okay, we ain't got none. We ain't got none. We ain't got Nathaniel. I know you didn't just fix your lips to tell us and ask us to house these illegal immigrants that y'all have let into the country. Is y'all okay? Is everybody all right? I mean, honestly, y'all have been tweaking the fuck out for the last couple of days after this man has been elected. And I'm just really trying to figure out why in your whole head, okay, would you ever think that it is going to be smart to get on the news and to ask the people of this country if they can house people that we don't even want here because they didn't come here legally and they've been getting more help and resources than those of us who have been suffering under this whack-ass economy. I know you didn't just formulate your lips to ask us some bullshit like that. Am I tweeting or did y'all hear what is we hearing the right thing? Let me know. Let me know. Because this is a Twilight Zone.
I'm just saying, man. Listen. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get gone. This is my live for the day, and I'm gonna say this: even when you come across people that you do not like, right? Do not sit back and make them feel like they crazy. That's the worst thing you can do. What you need to do is educate them on why they are making the wrong decision. Educate them on why they have chosen the wrong path. And with that being said, I only got one thing to say. Trump is back. It ain't been 5 days yet, and stuff's starting to cease. I wonder why. With that being said, people can say what they want to say, but my man is back. He come to destroy things and rebuild things. I'm up out of here. I'll see y'all later tonight. Peace. Thank y'all for joining me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to rock out with the best. I'm just saying. Don't hold your breath, but hold your breath at the same time. Because Trump's coming. That Trump train is coming. With that being said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Dana J gone. Peace.
I want to go to LA.
Well, shout out Patriot J, Benny Johnson, Big Bongino, Alex Jones. Free my dogs and lock up the radical left's gone crazy. I don't bail, I won't see inside a cell. Shout out Thugger, free my slime, slat, YSL. They tryna lock me up, but I'm plugged in ATL. Got homies doing life in jail, they living in hell. These acting silly, my mugshot is worth a billy. So some merchant made a milli, shot McMillie out in Philly. Shot the baby, shot the Sosa, Benny Butcher, them my rollers. Called me racist, but these rappers riding with me, them my soldiers. Mega, I am not who they are after. I'm just in the way they want to get to you, but I won't let them cold-hearted. No, I'm martyrs, getting back to where I started. I don't need to do the race, I'ma beat them RICO charges. And if I go to prison, you can't do me like the Clintons. I'll be laid up, eating steak with Secret Service, chilling, screaming, Orange Man bad, the whole world mad. Thug life, shout out all of my MAGA base chads. Coming for the deep state, I will stop the New World Order. But before that, I'll finish walls at the border. YSL, slash, shout out Thugger. Finny got nothing on us.
what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I want to spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so thin, I'ma beat it up.
I'm live by the street code. Gotta get the money and the power, landing like a free throw. Now I'm going beast mode. Gotta live for the moment, I'ma tell you how the beat goes. I'm gon' shoot back. I'm really sick of you hoes. This how the story gon' go. Me and my niggas go hard. I run the streets like a god. Strap on my boots while I'm smoking that gas. I'm in a fast car going fast. On the level of a thing you can't pass. And if it was a battle, you gon' finish last. On the phone as a queen, still handle her business. I am the grittiest. Don't get it twisted. Come down just to empty my clip. Come on, get what I want. If you got it, I get it. You bitch.